Hello, I'm Dale. Welcome to the JeepSolid Garage. Today we're going to be replacing the map sensor on your fuel-injected engine. We're going to talk about what the map sensor is, what it does, and some of the check engine codes you can have with it. Now, the map sensor is your manifold absolute pressure sensor. It's typically located near the throttle body or intake manifold, and it sends information to the engine control module to tell how much fuel and air to mix together. If you have a faulty map sensor, you can run too lean, you can run too rich, you can have misfires, all kinds of issues. I'll actually put a list of potential check engine codes that you can have with a faulty map sensor. On this 1997 Jeep Cherokee XJ with an inline 6, the map sensor is located right under the air intake on the throttle body next to the intake manifold. Fortunately, the map sensor is super easy to replace. It has just 2 screws, 1 electrical connection, and 1 vacuum hose. I'm going to get this air box out of the way real quick just to give us easier access. Now with that air intake out of the way, we can see the map sensor much easier. Let's go ahead and disconnect the little electrical connector. Just push down that tab, that pulls off. Now there's 2 little T20 bolts right here. We'll undo those. And then there's a little vacuum hose underneath, which I'll show you once we get it off. Before replacing the sensor, you want to do a visual inspection of your electrical connection, the wires going to it here. Make sure you don't have any damaged, broken wires. Also, the little vacuum hose underneath the sensor, make sure that that isn't plugged or missing or cracked, that's not one of your issues. If you still have one of those check engine codes, your map sensor itself might be bad, so let's go ahead and replace it. There's that little vacuum hose on the bottom. Mine looks to be in pretty good condition, so I'm going to reuse that little elbow. Now, installation is simply the reverse of removal, but there are some things to pay attention to. First of all, make sure you get this little vacuum line pushed on there nicely. And these little bolts thread into the throttle body, and the throttle body is made of aluminum, so definitely don't over tighten these. You can strip them out fairly easily. I'm happy with that. Now there's one more super important thing we gotta do. Get the airbox back in, obviously, but also we need to get in the car and clear the codes. If you don't have a good code reader, I'll put an Amazon link in the video description below of the code reader I have. It'll check codes and clear them. So once we're done here, we'll get our codes cleared and should be good to go. I hope this video helped you out. If so, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more automotive content. Thank you guys very much. Have a good day.